So here we are on day number 4 of my lockdown. It's a cold spring day. Feels more like winter's still in there than spring. God, I look like an old bastard, don't I? Look at that. Like looking in the mirror. Is that really me? That's really you poor sod. Anyway, here we go. Starting to drive me a little bit nuts, of course, everybody else. I usually do a lot of the cooking in my household. I'm not doing any of the cooking because I don't know if I'll infect anyone, but I don't know if I've got corona or not because no testing kits. I've just gone outside into my lovely garden, there it is, and hung out my washing. And for those of us lucky enough to have gardens, we can self-isolate in those gardens, and self-isolation, new catchphrase, and lockdown. So I can't watch my own television because I'll be sitting in a room that may infect the other 2 people currently living here with me, also in isolation because I got ill, potentially with corona. Can't open my own fridge, can't make myself a meal, can't make myself a sandwich in case little red coronas fall all over the kitchen bench or onto the fridge door, etc, etc. So, it's a challenging old time. Today I have ordered some seeds on Amazon to go and plant in my garden. 2 or 3 years since I've done any veggies. Usually realise I can't really tend to garden and vegetables very well because through the summer I do an awful lot of storytelling as the man from Story Mountain, going to far-flung festivals and a lot of time away from home, working in that gig economy. Of course, we've all heard this year, 2020, only being the 50th anniversary of Glastonbury, of course, has been cancelled thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Coronavirus. So I reckon this year festivals will all be off. I did see them putting up a festival-type marquee in London as a temporary morgue. It's not quite the same thing, is it? We're all being very, very challenged at the moment. Finding ourselves little hobbies, little things to do, new things to learn. Learn yourself a language on Duolingo. I myself am learning Spanish. There's all sorts of great stuff you can access online. Thank God we've got the economy. With the economy so collapsed, I should say, thank God we've got the internet and stuff that keeps us all at least in some form of communication. Think of dear old Anne Frank, who was, caught up in an attic and had to hide from the Nazis. She didn't have the internet, and she lasted hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days pretty much in isolation because she was hiding. Now, she didn't have the internet. She was allowed, however, to give her members of her family a hug if she wanted to and sit with them and talk with them. I'm not really able to do that, and there's a lot of other people unable to do that too. So, it is World War III. Didn't quite come as we pictured it, did it? But all we can do is do our best, I got on actually this hoodie just by chance, official fight team, as I was the oldest member, not the longest serving, but the physically oldest member of the Hellboy Fight Club, which is down in Ilminster in Somerset. And one thing I learned about the cage is if you're going in the cage, if you want to win, stay calm.